Are we going about the management of psychosocial risk effectively inside our high hazard industries? Now, the reason why I asked this is I went to a conference many years ago and an academic stood up and put up a slide, and on that slide were programs that are typical of how organizations go about managing psychosocial risk. We're talking about wellness programs or programs like having a psychologist on site. Now, this academic then asked the room for a show of hands for anyone who had these sorts of programs inside their organizations. Now, as you can imagine, almost all of the 500 hands in that room went up. Then he asked what was, the common thread with all of these programs, and nobody could answer that question. So he told us. He said all of these programs are focused on either building the resilience of people to be able to deal with hazards or fixing the person after the hazard has actually broken them. In other words, none of these programs actually focus on looking at the work, identifying where the hazards are, and controlling them directly. Now, this got me thinking, are we taking a soft control approach to the management of psychosocial risk? In other words, we're trying to manage the behavior of the individual. Are we not taking a hard control approach of trying to identify where the hazards are and then doing something to control them? Well, if you're a senior leader inside your organization, it would be a very interesting thing to do to look at the programs you have in place to manage psychosocial risk. Are those programs focusing on managing the individual, or are those programs focusing on identifying where the hazards are and controlling them directly?